Now from Place Ministries, another inspirational moment. Welcome back to Your Place.
John 4:23 says, "But the hour is coming, and now is here, when the true worshipers will worship the Father in spirit and truth. For the Father is seeking such people to worship Him." Well, our next to last day of looking at what bothers you. Today, I want to get right to the point. Well, it bothers me when people think worship is just about singing songs in a worship service. We worship when we remember. We worship when we remember who our God is and we celebrate what He has done. Let's take a moment today and remember. You remember your Jesus who walked on water? You remember how He fed the 5,000? You remember how in a vast wilderness where nobody had enough to eat, now people are turning away food? You remember how He calmed the storm? You remember how He died for sinners? You remember how God raised Him from the dead? You remember how the early disciples got together and talked about Him after the resurrection and when He ascended back to the Father? You remember how the angels told them this same Jesus would come again? Worship is the time when you remember. You remember the big stories. You remember what God has done in the past. And because you remember what God has done in the past, you then anticipate what the same God will do in the future. As you live out your place in life and ministry today, worship by remembering what God has done in and through you.
Your Place is a weekday devotional from Place Ministries. Our focus is helping followers of Christ know how and why God created them, and be encouraged to do what God created them to do in life and ministry. For a list of free resources, go to placeministries.org and join us every weekday right here at Your Place.